So let me tell you about my friend Cranium when I was growing up. He was kind of like Murphy's Law to where if anything bad could happen, it did, and it happened to him. Hey everyone, welcome to TN2M Sit Down Stand Up Comedy Show. I'm Jason. I'm going to be doing today's episode. I look forward to it. Make sure before I get into it, you sign up, subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave comments if you want. If you have questions for us, if you have comments, if you have suggestions, if you have anything, let's open up a conversation. All right, here we go. So I have a confession to make. I have a bit of a competitive streak in me. It's not bad, but it is there. Like, like I don't have to be first, but I can't be last either. Uh, Let me be in the middle and I'm good. Like I don't need to be the best, but I can't definitely be in the worst of the group either. I think this comes from my actual friend group. Uh, I knew I wasn't the cool one in the group, not by far, but I couldn't be the worst one either, you know? Like that's why we had Cranium. And let me tell you about my friend group before I get into Cranium. We had David, who was the coolest guy there. Like he was tall, thinly muscular, he was always joking around, and the girls liked him a lot. You had Wayne next, and Wayne was awesome. He was always going to a concert, he was laid back, and he always had an F you to whoever was around. All you had to do was trigger it. And to this day, he's still my absolute best friend. Then there was me, who was pretty spastic. I was always cutting jokes and willing to make a fool of myself for a good laugh. You had Smiles, who was an amazing person. He was the guy that was always willing to either set up a joke or go along with it to make things funnier than they were to begin with. And then lastly, you had Cranium. Now my head was big when I was younger. Like I had a big head, but his entirely different level. He always had a good sense of humor though, and he was a guy that when something could go wrong, it did, and it always happened to him. Like always. Now, I was happy being in the middle of the group. I was usually included in on things, and when there was a laugh needed, I was the guy on call for better or for worse, and usually it was for worse. Now, now I also know what you're thinking. Like I mentioned Cranium, but I was also listed before Smiles too. So what's up with that? And Smiles played football. So he was kind of in multiple friend groups, which probably put him above me on the social ladder. So even at my peak, we'd be equal. Like on his worst day, on my best day, we'd be equal. So there's that. I'm just gonna put that out there. But Cranium, God bless his soul. He has his own adventures, and I'm gonna share some with you so you can get kind of a better picture of how this guy was. One time, Cranium and I went on a double date with our respective girlfriends. We had fun. We went out to dinner at Applebee's or something, and then we went for a walk at a local park. Uh, us being stupid kids, we thought it'd be awesome to try to make out with our girlfriends. Not each other, not yet. I'm sure that's for another time. But anyways, we're doing our things, and he gets yelled at during makeout time by his girlfriend. I guess he tried to go maybe too far or too fast, or his super Christian girlfriend just wasn't having it. Either way, completely ruined the mood. Now, another time, we all went camping just as a guy's weekend at the beach. It was awesome until he got caught up in a tree crying because he got homesick. And I'm not ragging on anyone for being homesick. I'm not homesick shaming because it happens to all of us at some point. But for him to go through the effort to climb a tree and cry in it, that is worthy of being picked on. Like, come on, man. You're out with your best friends in a time of testosterone pumping masculinity, and this is a big no-no. Like, big no-no. And while we were out camping, we all went to a Deftones concert together, and the concert was amazing. Like there were mosh pits, the lead singer climbed up in the rafters and jumped in the crowd. Definitely one for the books. But anyways, Cranium sees some people crowd surfing, which is not as cool as you think it'd be. Like he wants to do it too, but there's hands grabbing at you and pulling. But he comes up to me and asks me to give him a lift up. So I do, but no one else in the crowd was feeling him. So he falls flat on his face. Like he was okay, but his ego definitely got bruised during the fall. And lastly, like we were all on the soccer team together, and before each game where we'd have to go to board the bus to go to whatever school we were playing, we'd kick soccer balls against the back wall of the gym. Like it's no big deal. It was just us all bullshitting around. And he knew this. Like he knew this. He was there. But anyways, my friend David is getting a kick set up. Wayne is also getting a kick set up. And this all happened so fast, it was magical. Like Cranium comes running alongside the back wall of the gym, gets nailed by David's ball. Hits him square in the head, knocking him down. And with his head being as big as it was a hell of a target. But David didn't mean to hit him. This was just perfect timing. But it gets better. Remember Wayne setting up his kick? That's right. As Cranium goes down, Wayne's kick hits Cranium in the cranium. It was like something out of a 90s high school comedy movie. And with his head, it was hilarious. He went down, he got hit with the second guy. It was amazing. It was amazing. We all laughed, but even through all the laughter, even through it all, there was no maliciousness in it. We checked on him. He was fine. But man, did it make a hell of a story. He had whelps on his head, which made his head be even bigger than it was before. But he was okay. But now that you know about Cranium, who is still a really good friend, don't get me wrong. I love Cranium. I need you to look at your friend group. Did you have a Cranium in the group or the Cranium equivalent? Could you have been the Cranium equivalent in your group where if something went wrong, it did and it happened to you? Let us know. Let us know. And if you don't think you had a Cranium equivalent, it probably was you. Like you're the Cranium. So check it out. Do you know anyone like this too? Like, were you like this? And be honest with yourself now. Like, don't sugarcoat it. Come to terms. Accept it. Embrace it. We'll move on together. But do you know people like this? Were you kind of outside the friend groups and you saw people with that in there? Or did you have people that fit the other descriptions that were like, you know, the popular one, the spastic one, the kind of rebellious one, the one that was cool with everyone and he set up the jokes and kept them going? Let me know. Let us know in the comments. Let's have a discussion about it. We would love to hear your stories. Maybe we could just do a show on that as far as like what user comments are. I think that would be amazing. But thank you guys. Once again, I'm Jason. I really appreciate you guys listening to me share a bit of my past and my stories. Hopefully you got a laugh out of it. I know I had a bit of a laugh when I was getting everything coordinated and getting everything set up for this. So thank you guys. Thank you for sitting and tuning in to TN2M Sit Down Stand-Up Comedy Show. Once again, I'm Jason. Hit that like and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell. Leave comments if you have questions for us. If you have your own contributions of stories you want to tell, let us know. But thank you guys, and you all take it easy. Keep laughing. Bye-bye.